So, when last we left our would-be heroes, they had just finished accepting their first mission for the guild and going on an adventure to hunt down the Tanglepine Terror, which has been terrorizing caravans at Caravan Crossing in the Neck. After speaking with Dr. Stein, they were given a device that would help them summon Stein should they locate his missing brother or his magic tower, which has gone missing. Dr. Stein is responsible for changing the bioalchemical makeup of the surrounding forest, so it is not quite what the characters would remember if they are familiar with the area. This includes many changes to the local wildlife, flora and fauna, such as the creation of owl boars and forpians, which may or may not become relevant later on. Our heroes had just finished cheersing to a flight, stepped through the teleporter, and they have arrived at their familiar forest, hunting down the Tanglepine Terror. With them today, we have Saltus, Soleus, Akuma, Noir, and Delilah. You all realize after you take the flight and you step through the teleporter, you are right next to what appears to be a main road with nobody in sight.
Am I still drunk?
No, you are not drunk anymore because this was the day after.
I was gonna say, I think we rested and then did this.
Yes, and I've decided for in the future just to avoid awkward rolls at the beginning and starting drunk. The flights are going to be non-alcoholic.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably better.
So we're gonna skip that whole thing after reading it and thinking about it. I'm like, that's kind of frustrating and annoying.
Yeah, every quest just starts with us sitting down for 2 hours.
Alcoholic so that you feel good, and then it disarms itself as soon as you're done with the teleport. How about that?
You know what? I like that. It is a sobering teleporter.
Perfect. We were in space. I was gonna say, what time was it for us?
You were in space.
Fair enough. Okay.
So you notice that the road to your right goes north and south, and it seems quite literally straightforward that this would be a major caravan hub based on the amount of foot traffic that has flattened the earth.
Can I smell anything?
Yeah, make me a perception check with advantage. So with an 11, you just are assaulted by the fresh air. You are no longer in that musty pub in the sky. Your lungs fill with just a great feeling, and you feel almost at home.
Delilah looks visibly, relaxed and just, generally relieved. Soft.
Question: do we know what time the caravans have been disappearing? Like, did the thing say morning or night, or?
It did not say on the quest board, just that they were going missing.
I'll look around, and I'll look at everyone, and I'll go, I mean, we're in the middle of the path. Should we just start looking for, signs of battle? Let's see if we can find a spot where our caravan was attacked and go from there.
Probably. I think that is a very good idea.
That's a good idea.
I can continue to try and smell things out. But otherwise it just kind of smells like forest and nature and home.
Do we think it would be more of a survival or an investigation?
So the way that this module works, you can kind of use any resource you would like.
Can I make a nature check to see if I can use, not the trail itself, I really don't care about, the dirt, but I want to look at the brush and the trees and the berries and everything on either side of the path to see if I can find, super obvious trees knocked down, berries that are all squished on the ground, blood on leaves, anything that would indicate, an ambush happened or something was hunting something.
Yes, please make me a nature check with wisdom.
While he's doing that, I would like to, since we know that there's disappearing, I would like to bring my shield out, Shep.
Okay. Just to make sure, would you like to describe it?
Yeah, sure. Oh, shit!
Guys, I
Did
think
you
the shield got him.
drink? Shield, oh no.
Chair broke! Chair broke!
While he's shitting, Saltus, you notice with your nature of 16 that you don't see any broken twigs, push down trees, anything like that. Something that does stand out to you, though, is that there are specks of berry bushes that have odd silver berries on them, something you haven't really seen before. That color is not native to this type of fauna or flora.
It's not native.
It is not native, no.
What color did you say those were?
Silver.
Silver. Okay. So now that my chair is broken, so life's great. So you guys notice as all of a sudden from Noir's left hand, like forearm, really kind of, all of a sudden this bluish material that matches the color of his scars starts manifesting and coming out, and all of a sudden he has a full size shield on his left arm, which is also the same arm as his massive scar on the other side.
I look at the tiny man with the big shield, and then I think about the bar we were just in, and I'm like, huh. Funnily enough, not the weirdest thing I've seen today.
And the color stays the same. It doesn't change color. It stays that like bluish color that almost appears alive.
Please mark your sheet accordingly. Nor just add the AC to your AC.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna use it, and I'm just gonna put a +2 on the Arbor class. That way, I know when to.
Sounds good to me.
Screw it up.
I am going to take one of the empty vials that I have, because I bought a bunch of empty vials when I made the flump pot. Can I just take a bunch of the silver berries and put them in like a vial so that I can inspect those when I get a chance, since I'm not familiar with them? And I'm almost certain that Dr. Stein messed with it.
I was going to say, could I do a nature check to inspect the berries themselves?
Yes, you can, if you would like.
Jesus
Can
Christ.
It is definitely a berry. You don't notice any odd sense of it. It almost looked like a blueberry to you, to be honest. Just the color is off. Saltis, you can take as many as you choose. If you want to fill a vial, that will be about 6 to 10 berries.
I'm going to make 2 vials, and then I'm going to bring one over to Soleus, who, if I'm not mistaken, had a poisoner's kit. And I'm going to be like, hey, are these edible, or are these like super mega fuck you toxic?
I don't think I have a poisonous kit. I think I just have past experience, so I was allowed to roll with advantage.
Oh, in that case, hey, you seem like you have past experience. Do you think these berries are poisonous?
Shep, what do I roll?
Make me an idea. If you want to go on your past history, you can use history. If you want to roll nature, you can roll nature. You tell me what you would like to get out of it and what stat you would like to use, and we can go from there.
Neither stat is better than the other. I guess I'll go based on past history with poisons and such.
Make me a history check. At flat. So you have not seen any berries like this before. You know, based off of your past knowledge, that most poisons are like bright and fluorescent. This almost seems like a muted silver.
Can I eat it?
You can eat it.
I don't let her, because I never handed her any.
Dang.
Well, would you like to pick one right off of a bush?
Delilah makes eye contact with Saltis.
We have a promise.
No.
We have a promise. Don't break it.
We do have a promise. I can't break it. I won't eat it.
I will
Noir's just kind of staring at the two of them like, what is going on right now?
I will get these checked out when we get back. If they're edible, you can have them.
Can I check them out? Do I know anything?
Sorry, Soleus, you were saying something before Delilah attempts to check them out.
Can I do like an acrobatics check to climb a tree to get a higher point of view to look around to see if there's anything else?
Yes, you can. Make me an acrobatics check. Your foot catches perfectly on the bark, and you were able to run directly up the tree and anchor yourself on the closest branch to the bottom. If you would like, you can continue to the very top, though.
I would like to go as high up as possible to get as much.
You make it to the top of the pine tree. You have one foot securely fastened on a branch, and the other one is holding the very peak of the tree. You have a pretty good view of the whole forest. You're about maybe 50 to 60 feet up.
Do I see anything out of the ordinary other than obviously like trees and stuff? Like, is there anything I don't know, glowing or like any like buildings that seem out of place or any creatures that shouldn't be here?
Sure, please make me a perception check with advantage because you have the high ground. Or actually, make me a perception check and add +5 to it. With a 26, you are able to see a good portion of the forest. You do note that to your right, to your right side, so if the path is on your left, to the right side, it appears that the woods darken considerably over to the right. There are many decrepit-looking trees over there. It does not seem like nature is a friend on that side, to say it the least. To the north, you see that the trail continues on for many, many miles. To the south, you do see about a mile or two back a small tavern, or it appears small at this distance, but your eyes are just enough to catch it. You don't notice any odd glowing, no storm clouds, no thunder clouds, nothing else out of the ordinary, nor any magic coloring / radiations around.
And anything to the left? It's the only direction you didn't describe anything.
To the left, it appears that there is a slight river that comes and goes with the trail. It doesn't follow exactly, followed by some woods. So at some points it dips in and dips out, but you can see it clearly going through a valley.
Okay.
Further to the left is more trees, and even further, maybe about 5-6 miles out, it appears that those unfriendly woods are there again. Looking at your vantage point, it looks like this is a safe path that has been carved directly through and maintained almost religiously.
Guys, I bet you 5 gold that we're going to have to go to the super scary part of the woods.
Most likely.
Something tells me the monster isn't hanging out at the tavern.
No, but
Alright,
the
I'm
tavern
throwing
could
that-
have information.
Throwing that in the chat just so we.
Yeah, because
Okay,
that
so
tavern is
after
basically our way out.
After I look around, I'll come down and basically say to everybody, and I'll point the correct directions for each of these as I go. I'll say, so that way there's creepy woods, that way the trail just keeps going, that way there's a tavern, and that way there's a river, woods, and really far away more scary woods. So take your pick.
Then I guess the question becomes, do we want to go to the tavern and see if they know anything? Because more than likely, the people who run the tavern are probably some of the people who helped take out the quest. I feel like if they knew, they would have said it already. So, I mean, it could be a waste of time. It could be helpful. Or we could start into the woods and we could start looking for, like, signs of creatures. And we could also look for that guy's brother while we're doing it and just hit 2 birds with 1 stone. And then see if we see anything obviously out of place.
I'm good with that. If we want to just go ahead right to the area where we kind of think it might be, I'm good to go there.
I also think that's the best case scenario.
I'm good with that.
So
Yeah.
wait,
I mean, what's
just
the
to
worst
make
that
sure
happens? We wasted time and nothing's in there?
Yeah, right.
So let me get this straight. So you want to go back towards the tavern, however you're going to dip into the decrepit woods.
No. We're opting to not deal with the tavern. So we're going to go straight from where we are, and we're going to go into the woods slightly and look for like trails or like tracks, and then in the direction of the dark, spooky woods.
Okay, fair enough. Who is leading the charge, and how are you doing it? Are you just perceiving nature? Like, how do we want to run it? And who's running it, I should say,
Oof, okay,
while you look for clues.
Could I make the argument that being a wood elf, I would have advantage on anything before I commit?
Normally, I would say yes. However, only in terms of navigation on what you think is appropriate, because these woods have been twisted a little bit, so they're not exactly how you would think regular woods act, if that makes sense.
No,
So like if it
enough.
involves like checking the nature and fauna for breaks, I'm going to give it to you. But if it's about navigating these woods, it's going to be a different story.
Because my plan was to do survival to look for like a game trail, right? Like exists in every ecosystem, and I want to. And those game trails usually lead to clearings, and then most things tend to gather around water sources and clearings, and then from there look for what I assume would be either dead bodies from people who didn't make it, or giant tracks that are bigger than everything else in the area.
Okay.
I mean, if that's the shape, if it's good, I'll walk next to Saltus. I don't know if that.
Okay.
I don't
If you
mind.
No.
could do
What?
me a favor and just put your marching order before you do anything, that'd be great.
I'll type it up then. So it'll be me, and then I guess technically you're next to me, but you'd be behind me in the marching order. So it'd be Salt.
I guess technically yes.
So,
While we're gonna do that, Shep, can I bring out the other thing on that same arm?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Delilah, do you want to be in the middle or the back?
Delilah has stepped out for a moment to take out the dog.
Then I'm going to make the exact
I'm go-
decision that the other bulky person is going to be behind, protecting the squishy casters.
Did anybody's Discord just cut out?
Yes.
Yeah, Discord just died for a hot second.
Okay, I was like, what did I do? I was like, I didn't touch anything, damn it.
I just heard a lot of like leaving tones, and then I heard everyone join back in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said you wanted her in the front or in the middle by
I
Noir?
want her in the back. That way the two people with the best armor are in the front and the back. So I was going to do
Okay.
Saltus, Noir, Akuma, Soleus, Delilah.
Delilah
Armor?
next to Soleus or behind Soleus?
In a line.
Okay.
Y'all
Before
have
we
armor?
proceed any forward, can I
Exactly
cast
why you're
False
not in the
Light?
front.
So as we're setting out our marching order, as we're getting ready to go into the sketchy area, you're also going to notice on the same arm that has that blue shield, where that giant scar is on the opposing side, all of a sudden you're going to notice as these like bluish tendrils start to extend out and like kind of open and peel back the skin, and all of a sudden appears like this metallic-y, this weird looking sheath almost, and a wand is protruding through the sheath.
Delace is gonna watch that happen in awe, because that's one of the most incredible things she's ever seen.
Saltus squints, looking a little bit like an aberration all of a sudden. Might have to do something about that later. Tentacles, huh?
It's the same blue tendrils that appear all like those scars. It's the same stuff. It all just appears alive.
GM, how similar does it look to Soleus's magical tattoo? Like, does it look like it's physical objects, or does it look like it's manipulated illusions that like have physical presence?
It appears to be biological in nature to you.
Yeah, you're going under the maybe category. That's not good for you.
Suddenly, you might not be as friendly with Saltus as you
Yeah,
hoped.
he might not save you now if something were to happen.
Hmm.
But we'll deal with that in the future.
Is Salta saying any of this out loud?
Nope.
No.
No way.
But everyone
This is 100
who's native to the party knows he's thinking it, but you.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, you had some beef with abjuration before.
Those abjuration wizards.
Yeah, abjuration. I hate shield. I hate the shield spell.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Okay.
if that marching order is good, then I'm gonna roll that survival.
Do it up. Roll the survival. Wisdom.
And you said since this isn't about nature, this I would get advantage on because it's just navigation, or this I won't.
It's just navigate. Well, no, it's not. In my opinion, it's not navigation. It's more so using your known history of like game trails and everything like that. It's not directly speaking upon the forest itself. It's like a known thing. It's like, where are the game trails? Where can I find a clearing like that? So you're like following the trails of other living things that are already there. So I will give you advantage on it. Yes.
In that case, toggle advantage.
Long way to say yes.
Yeah.
But yes.
I clicked, but it didn't go. Oh, there it is.
Okay. Perfect. So as you take a look around, you're following. Do you want to go north? I know you're going to the woods, but do you want to go in like a north or south direction? Or
Which
just
patch
straight
of
in?
which patch of spooky scary woods was closer?
The
To the
one
right.
to the right, or
Yeah,
in
but
this
what
case,
cardinal direction is to the right? Is that
East.
north, south, east, or west?
east.
East. Okay, then I was gonna start leading east.
Okay, so directly like straight in
Through
east.
the
right?
woods.
Well, yeah, through. I
And-
mean, it doesn't go instantly dark, right? There's regular woods between
No,
us
no,
and
there's
the
regular
dark.
woods
So,
and it goes.
'cause
I'm
my-
just
my- yeah.
I need to know if you're going like north or south or if like directly east. That's why I'm asking the way.
I would say I don't think there's any reason why we can't just go directly east and then go north or south from there, right? We don't need to go at an angle.
Entirely fair. Okay.
I say,
it also
asking the
helps with
party.
my. It also
I'm
helps with my
honestly
group.
having a hard time picturing this. I'm not gonna lie. So like I'm
I have no
kind
idea
of
what's going on. So
as a player, I'm just kind of trusting you because I'm
Okay.
really I just can't picture
Then
it.
we're gonna go with
I
my
got
gut. We're just gonna go straight east, and I'm gonna trust you to tell me when we get to the border of the spooky woods, because that's when we're gonna stop and we're gonna come up with a game plan.
Yeah.
Can you see what I'm writing?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's just not ask the dyslexic guy to imagine
Yeah,
stuff.
east and west, and north and south. Yeah.
Let's not ask the dyslexic guy to do that.
I can't spell spooky this way.
Wow, it's like fucking Picasso.
Question: do you have a touchscreen laptop or something doing this with?
No, I'm doing it with my mouse.
I respect the shit out of that because that's pretty damn neat for.
Yeah, I'll
No,
say.
seriously. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
"Is this like a touchscreen? You got like a pen, and you're just like written on a screen right now."
There we go. Okay, so you
That's
have
insane.
north, south, spooky to the east. One second, let me put the big E here in the dark tree that you can't see. Let me do this. East.
East. Okay, I'm getting
And
the picture here.
Okay, there we go. So that's the tree line over there that next to the E, and then there's the spooky woods to the right. To the south, there is the tavern, which is off to the left of the party or slightly to the west. Then you have the river, which runs near the tavern for obvious reasons. Spooky woods further, and then north, which the trail just continues. And again, it looks like this section has been like painfully maintained to make sure it is safe.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet the creature isn't crossing the river every single time. That seems like it wouldn't be worth it for an I mean, we're operating on the assumption that it's an animal or a beast. It seems counterintuitive. Like, it's a lot of extra energy that's unnecessary for what they're getting out of potentially dying every time they attack a caravan, since it's so heavily maintained. I still think east is probably our best shot.
I would agree.
And then we
I would
can
agree.
look for trails in one way or the other while we head east that might take us north or south, but in like northeast or southeast from there.
I agree.
Okay.
Then we're going
So-
to do that, and then I will just say I'm going to stop when we get to what I would consider, quote-unquote, like, the edge of where the woods gets, like, spooky,
Bad.
I guess you could say. Or I would say, like, where the fauna distinctively changes, like, texture and color. However you want to rule that.
Okay, give me one quick second. I
The
just have to
evil
check.
trees, you could say.
It's like when your inherent elven nature makes you a little suspicious that you might get attacked.
Yeah, that,
Is that
or
a
when
fair
my alert feat says, "Hey, you're about to be attacked," because I'm leading, we can't be ambushed. So I'll know
Exactly.
if we're getting into the spooky section.
Perfect. So then I'm going to say you kind of, after going into the tree line with a 22, you are able to quickly find what appears to be a game trail. Unknown kind of footprints. It kind of looks similar to a boar to you. You don't know the animal. You can't see the size. It looks bigger than it should be, but nothing striking about the footprints says otherwise. You decide that it is best to follow that to try and find a clearing or some other further information.
I turn
appears
around, I go,
monstrous.
"Owl boar," and then I turn back.
Nothing
Right.
appears monstrous about any of the tracks or anything. You don't think that this set of footprints would be responsible for it, but right now it's the only clue you have to go off of. So you kind of follow it, and you arrive at what appears to be a clearing in front of you. And in that clearing, oddly enough, appears to be a green hag that is painfully churning a cauldron.
Can I smell
She does not notice you at this time because you were going nice and slow through the woods, and you noticed her before she had the chance to notice you.
Can I smell what she's churning?
You can make me a perception check with advantage.
All right.
While
See if
she's
I
doing
roll
that, how are we ruling knowledge? Am
That's
I
crazy.
old enough to know what a hag is, or do I need to roll to know what a hag is?
You all know what a hag is. You are monster hunters of varying races and ages. You do know that hags are not inherently evil. Let me put that way
Yeah.
as well.
I am going to, out of a sense
One
of
second.
caution for at least for
Mhm.
strangers, I am going to stealth.
Okay, first
Like,
things first.
I mean, everyone else can choose to, but you're gonna see me like hide behind like a tree just to in case.
I would like
Okay.
to as well.
Okay.
Nope.
First things first, Delilah. What you do smell from your perception check with an 11 and your familiarity with alchemy supplies, it smells like she is brewing a potion, maybe slightly acidic in nature. It smells incomplete. However, it feels like it's missing those key ingredients. You can also smell a wafting sense of herbs. However, with your 11, you are unable to tell what those herbs are or the potion that she is making.
So I can't even like use like a nature medicine or whatever. Dang.
With your perception check, you cannot identify it.
Damn it. Do I know like historically like what like that would be? What are you eating?
I'm not eating anything right now, sadly. I would love to be, though.
Hag's probably eating the kid.
Cider, man.
Can I like discern what she's like what hags typically make potions for? Do I know what a green hag is?
You do know what a green hag is, and you do know that hags make various potions of various kinds, depending on who is paying them or of their own indiscretion.
So
With a
non-specific.
16, you feel fairly hidden saltus. Akuma, you also wanted to make one. Delilah, please continue your thought while he's rolling.
I'm also gonna do that.
Anybody who wants to roll for stealth?
Sure.
Actually, not bad stealth all
I'll
around.
take
I mean,
it.
you don't have to, Delilah. You can just okay with it.
Oh!
Oh, I had to open my mouth.
The fucking black fucking axolotl.
Dude, we...
Before the effects of that take place, Delilah, what were you going to say?
I don't remember. Oh,
Fair enough. Oh,
is a hag a fae or a fiend? Like I can't remember. What is it?
1 second.
Because
it's a green hag. Let me just double check.
I was gonna say, at 5e rules, technically, almost every hag is a fae. Technically, by the lore, whether or not her stat block calls or something else, I couldn't remember.
Yes, she is a fae. She is a medium fae.
Yeah, because they're all technically Baba Yaga's descendants, and she's one of the first fae.
So can I use my advantage on wisdom checks? Oh, to track them. Never mind.
Found her.
Oh, intelligence checks to recall information about such creatures.
Yes, you may.
So I roll with advantage.
Yes, but what would you like to remember, I guess you could say, or figure out? Or what information would you like to know? Or do you just want to roll the dice and let me decide?
Yes.
Okay.
How much do I know?
Yeah, how much do I know?
I don't know what I know, what I don't know, what I don't know.
Make me your survival check with advantage, please.
It's intelligence.
So I guess that would be what, history?
It's survival. It's survival to track them, but intelligence to recall information about them.
Okay, then make me a history check.
Unless you want me to.
No,
sorry, I didn't mean to correct you. I did.
No, because it's a blood hunter ability. I'm still trying to remember most of their abilities off the top of my head. So if you say it's intelligence,
right.
I believe you, and that tracks in my heart and soul.
Okay. I was gonna say if it was a fucking 11 again.
11, make a wish. With an 18, you do recall, based off of what this hag is doing, they do have a propensity to make potions of their own volition or for other people. You understand that they are not necessarily evil right off the bat. They're just like any humanoid. They can swing on the scale most of the times. However, they do range for chaotic in this neck of the woods. So they are fairly unpredictable fey creatures. You know that they will never outright lie to somebody. You do recall that, like, if you communicate with them, they will speak in either full truths or skirt around the truth.
Okay. Can I relay that information to people?
As you relay that information to the rest of your party, Nora goes, I think, and then he kind of raises his shield and it just lightly taps on the woods, on the tree next to him. Nothing happens initially. He thinks, wow, that's okay. And then a giant branch falls from the ground, landing square in the center of the clearing, and the hag looks up at you.
Yeah, saw that coming.
She sees Noir. She is looking directly at you.
Everybody else is hidden.
I whisper, lie.
I'm just gonna kind of wave my free hand, just say hi.
Oh, hello there. Come here. And she kind of beckons you over.
Do not.
I need some help.
I'm just gonna take like a step forward, not go all the way, and just
Come closer, dearie. Come closer, please. I need some
What-
help. We'll
what
drop
are
a
you
kind
making?
old lady. What was that?
What are you making?
Oh, you see, I'm trying to finish my potion of poison. Sorry, somebody.
Okay.
Red flag. Red flag.
Sorry, I
And
got
what do you
distracted.
need my help
Potion of.
for?
Sorry, I got distracted. My apologies. Potion of poison resistance.
Oh. Orange flag.
That's a lot different. And what could I really even do to help? I don't know anything about that.
You see, I'm feeling awfully forgetful right now. If you could come take a look at these plants, and she kind of motions to a table that you can't see what plants are on it, and she goes, "If you could help me pick the right plants, then that would be very, very helpful, and help me finish this potion, and then I'll give you some of it."
I mean, I'll be honest, I really don't know too much about, potion making. I don't know if I'm the being to help you. I don't want to I don't want to ruin it for you.
Do you know much about plants?
I mean, a little bit.
A little bit helps. Come, take a look. And she
Can I
beckons you over once again.
what would it be? Insight to see like if she's lying to like would it be like an
You can
insight
insight
check?
check.
Can I
I'm trying to see if she's
also insight check?
Yes, you may.
Because
Oh my God.
I wanna maybe strike a deal with her as a fellow like Fae, but I'm also tentative that she's just gonna fireball us if we walk out into a clearing. I am going to roll at advantage, however, unless there's something stopping my advantage from my armor, from its craftsmanship.
Nope.
I don't know if
I
she
do
has
not
any sort of
believe-
dispelling effects on the area, so before I click it, I want to make sure.
No, you are not aware.
Okay.
But please roll with advantage, and I will tell you otherwise. If so,
I clicked to give it a second.
you can click to give it a second. It's okay.
Natural.
With a 21, you fully believe she is telling the truth. There is not an ounce of lies in her words. She is genuinely asking for help.
I'm going to like slowly get up, and I'm gonna like tug on Noir's. Like, what is he wearing? Like a overcoat, like a cloak?
I am wearing studded leather. And
Is it billowy enough that I could tug on a corner, or is it like
yeah, because I have like a cloak.
Yeah.
Overcloak.
Then I'm gonna tug, and then I'm gonna step out, and then in Elvish I'm gonna say, "My friend is not particularly skilled with plants. However, I am rather resourceful. I think a deal can be struck between us." And then I'll step forward.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't see you there. My apologies. We could just talk regular. It's fine.
I'll switch back to common. And I will tentatively walk over to the table. Before I get to the table,
I will. Sorry,
I'm
going to be walking with you, just like side by side, kind of.
No, that's fine. And then on the table, do I see that it's a table of actual plants, or is it a table of like a dead guy named plants?
So what you see are 4 plants that you recognize from your heritage. I'm not going to make you roll for it because you are an elf. You notice that what they do, however, I will. What you notice is belladonna, blood lily, buckthorn, and wisteria. 3 unique plants, all laid out on the table.
Well, in real life, belladonna is the poison, but D&D rules differ. And then I'll confirm with her. I'll go, and you said you were trying to brew a potion of poison?
Poison resistance, dearie.
Resistance, of course.
My
okay.
apologies, I might have misspoke before.
Happens all the time. And then I'll look at the table. Do I need to roll for each one individually, or am I rolling for the table as a whole?
You could roll individually for each one, but before you begin to investigate, you go, I just need some help. I can't remember. I need to add the most toxic plant, the ones that grew on the one that grows on the bodies of the fallen after a great battle, and I can't remember the amount of times I need to stir the pot. I just need help with that.
I am going to roll for blood lilies first, because I feel like, given the naming scheme, that's probably the grows on the bodies of the fallen one.
Can you please make me a intelligence history check?
Could I argue for intelligence nature since they're plants? Because they're plants I recognize. They're not like Stein fucked plants, so I figure.
I will give it to you.
21.
With a 21, you know that the blood lilies would grow on the bodies of the fallen.
Then I'll say
They do grow from the corpses of others.
Yeah, then I will say, well, for a fact, the blood lilies are definitely the plant that grows on the bodies of the fallen. I can't say for certain I've ever heard anything about the amount of time stirring. I'll look at Noir, who's significantly more magical than me. I go, ringing any bells for potion making? Is that like a magic thing?
Well, I would say that it depends on whatever local god is of the area, and I just don't really know them.
We're all from the neck. Well, Noir's not, but the four of us are from the neck, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What god do we worship?
She goes, if I remember correctly, you have to stir it the number of times equal to the number of gods in the pantheon.
How many gods are in our pantheon?
Maybe
is that like real life where we just know? Like I know that like in Christianity there's just one God. It's easy.
Even if pure ones count.
Oh well.
Oh god.
My history not great, but I could try.
Religion
can't be worse than mine.
My religion is equal to my history, so I'll try.
Same.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check and make sure, because I will jump out and help if I can.
People are just gonna be popping out of the woods.
Hold on.
I'm religious. Wow, we are
religious, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, I'm not. No.
I say, you know what? Me and Noir got this. 3, 2, 1, prayer.
Oh.
Is that me or you?
Saltus, with your 21, you know that there are approximately 68 gods in the local pantheon at present.
I'll say, you know, I'm no scholar or religiologist. I live in the woods. But I'm pretty sure there's at least 68. I'd say 68 currently. Something about that number is saying that it's good. And then I'll look at Noir and I'll be like, that sound good to you?
I'm just gonna Noir's gonna kind of just shrug his shoulders. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm not really from around here.
Fair enough. And I'll go, let's go with 68. All that was left was, which of the one is the most poisonous?
I thought there was 67, but you probably know more than me.
Pulls collar on neck. No, yeah, I mean, you know, elves, we love gods. We live a long time. We pray a lot.
And lastly, the most toxic of the plants on the table.
From my 21 on blood lilies, do I know if they are toxic in themselves? Like, could it be blood lilies twice, or are they just the byproduct of battles? Like, they grow off the blood.
From your history check, you only know that they grow off of blood and great battles. Areas of great tragedy spawn blood lilies. You do not, with that information, you cannot discern whether they are poisonous or not.
Fair
You would
enough.
have to make a separate nature
Could I
check.
possibly know from my past which of those things would be?
I will let you roll that with advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And you can either choose history or nature.
And then what I'll say out loud, I'll go, and then I'll say each of the 4 out loud, and I'll go, I just feel like the answer will just make itself known in my head. Let me think about it.
I got you. Hold on, let me.
While she's rolling, for shits and gigs, because Belladonna's like one of my favorite poisonous plants, I am just going to roll a nature check on Belladonna in general, in case it's different.
You said history, right? With advantage?
History or nature for you with advantage on either one.
History or nature.
Oh, I know nothing.
It's Belladonna's pretty poisonous, but you're not sure about Wystria. If Wystria is more poisonous.
17.
Soleus, you know for a fact that Belladonna was the most poisonous of all of those. Or the most toxic, not poisonous. My mistake.
Cool. I'm going to message that to Saltus.
And then I will say, the answer just kind of makes itself known to me. I've never been one. I'm a hunter. I've never been one to use poison, but I was always warned to watch out for belladonna. Accidentally picking it and putting it in tea or something like that was almost definitely a death sentence. I would say probably belladonna is your most poisonous. Your blood lilies are the ones that grow on fallen soldiers, and then I think that 68 we'll let the 68 ride on those gods, and I think you should be able to make a half decent potion of poison resistance.
Oh,
Probably.
thank you so much, dearing. Would you mind putting the ingredients in and stirring? That's a lot of stirs for me.
Do I think that the stirring would be a strength check, or I just need to do it long enough? How big is the pot?
Based on the potion, it will be 68 turns exactly. So it will be an intelligence check to not lose count.
Okay,
That is
I'm pretty
it's not gonna be
intelligent.
hard.
Don't ask me to do
I'm
that.
pretty intelligent, but I have a feeling the dice heard me. What if while you're talking to the other players, I count to 68 in real life? Like, what if we do that?
You don't roll a check, you do it.
Yeah,
Will Delilah count while he's doing it, but like not out loud?
Yes, you can. You can both do it.
I will.
Above board, can y'all communicate?
No, she's
However,
hiding.
what I'm going to ask for Delilah and Saltus, who are doing this, or whoever,
Yes.
is to block the area where you can see the roll, and I will tell you who says
How do
to
I-
stop when.
Wait, how
So
do I
you
do
will
this?
not know what you roll. If Delilah, for instance, rolls bad, you will not know. I'm asking you to change the tab so you cannot see what is rolled.
Yeah.
You have to like whisper to DM so like only he gets it or something like that. Like,
No. So
Yeah, I
if
think
you
if you
click
do that-
over to like the compendium, you can't see the rolls, and then you roll the dice. I'm asking you not to look at whatever you roll.
For
How do I
and
go
I
to the
will have
compendium?
I think you could just click D. Oh, you're asking.
yeah, no,
us-
no. He wants it so that you guys can see, but we don't know if we fuck it, right? Because then, because if I think she rolled better than me and she's saying a number that's different than my number, it's who do I trust? For the sake of the recording, so that the audience can see the number, I have put several napkins and sticky notes over that side of the screen. I cannot see the number, but you will be able to see the number. And you said it is
Delilah.
straight intelligence, or is it like just like the stat, or is it a substat?
It is straight intelligence. You are
intelligence.
trying to keep Cal while she is talking to Noir about other things.
Okay, then
Okay.
I will click intelligence for me, and then if Delilah wants to do it, that's up to her. I
Yep.
do not have advantage.
everyone else mute your microphone so you don't
Yeah,
react.
no one say the number out loud. Don't be
I don't have
cringe.
advantage either, right?
You do not. This is a straight. I'm counting up, and I'm hoping that
Okay.
I don't get it wrong.
And then I am going to say out loud. I will, first of all, I will agree to do it, right? Because I haven't agreed yet. I'll say, yep. It's like I'll help you out. And I'll go, while I'm doing this though, I've been meaning to ask because you seem very comfortable in these woods. I was hoping that maybe as a return of the favor of helping you out, I've heard tale. Like I said, I'm a hunter. I've heard tale that there's been some sort of creature in this area that's been attacking the caravan. You seem fairly wise. I was wondering if you'd seen it or if you knew anything about it. I was hoping maybe you could regale me with tales of whatever this horrid creature is for sake of my own curiosity while I do it.
So, okay. So she is going to explain. She goes, in the woods, a lot of caravans have been going missing, but that's only word from the taverns. So there are 2 taverns at the start and at the end of the local area, of the carriage crossing, so to speak. So what they noticed is each tavern is owned by one set of twin sisters. One sister manages the tavern to the south and the other to the north. And they have noticed discrepancies in the amount of caravans that have been coming through up and down. So you could say that some of them from the south, let's say 10 from the south go up, but only 8 make it to the end of the trail. And it's about a week-long trail.
I see.
So they have gathered that the caravans must be going somewhere, or they're just not stopping. Typically, if you stop at one, you stop at the other, though.
That makes sense. That is interesting, though. It lets us know that there is a certain element of threat that it's been so consistent. Finding out that information, I say slightly louder, has left me almost bardically inspired To do this, I say,
Well, that's great.
tightening my hands on the thing and waiting.
In addition to that,
I'm so
I
sorry.
know that the toll roads themselves have also noticed the discrepancy, not just the taverns, but they seem the most concerned. Sometimes people go around to avoid the tolls, but typically the people who stop at taverns don't.
With message, I'm just gonna go, you got this.
Okay. Then I'm going to take
So
that as
please
a
take
sign
an
that she's done it.
additional D8.
Okay. That's my intelligence.
Yep, and now roll your D8.
1d8.
Okay. With your roll, you are churning the pot. You're keeping count in your head. You're like, every time it goes by her, it seems good, and I count like that, like you're using her like a clock, and you're going round and round and round. About the time when you get to 65, you hear Delilah go, 68! Do you keep turning for 3 more turns, or do you stop?
I don't like this. I don't like how close it was. I was hoping it'd be really obvious. He says, thinking.
The hag looked into the woods like, what was that?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go. Well, that was a weird noise. You know how they say the wind treats the wood and the trees and the winds they speak. I've never been one to listen. I'm pretty confident in myself and in the power of friendship, and I'm gonna commit to my role.
Oh my god.
And then I'll look at the hag and I'll go, you know, to new friends. And then I look at her softly. I have a -1 charisma. It's not that soft, but still.
By the way, my name is Camilla, new friend. Camilla Comely. Anyways, are you done with the potion now?
I'm pretty confident that this should be good. I counted to 68 myself.
Okay, and she's going to bottle up the 3 potions, and she's going to hand them to you. And she goes, that should be your potion of poison resistance. Now, is there anything else I can do for you, new friend?
I'm going to say...
She's going to start to bottle all the other potions.
Yeah, I'm going to say,
Can you snag some for Delilah?
She gave us 3.
Oh.
And then, but you don't hear me say that. I don't say that out loud. But Delilah watches her hand me 3. And I'll say, actually, of another new friend I made back at this place I just got a job at. He's a little strange, but his brother is missing. I don't suppose you've seen, gives an exact description of Jojo Star, or, weirdly enough, a moving house.
I can't say that I have. I wish I had a moving house, though. That sounds really nice.
Yeah, I was thinking one with, like, chicken legs.
In the woods.
Right?
Yeah, right? Chicken legs sound perfect. If you find one, please let me know.
Now, unfortunately, this one is a tower that teleports. I kind of care more about the missing kid than the tower, personally, but he would like both back. So I'll say, like, I mean, if you happen to run into, to say, gives exact description of Joestar again, just tell him his brother is looking for him, and give our descriptions. My name is Saltus, by the way. That's what everyone calls me. You just say he's looking for you, and then give my description and say that, you know, his brother is really worried, and that if possible to go. What's the name of the tavern we're from? What's the name of the hunter's guide, the guild? What's its actual name? Tell him to go to the loot. His brother's to the loot tavern. He should know what that means.
Okay, dear. I'll just tell him a odd elf, and she looks at you and she goes, "I don't even know what you are." To Noir. I don't even know what you are looking for are looking for him. If I run into a person matching that exact description in the middle of these very dangerous woods.
Thank you very much.
By the way, you shouldn't go any further into the woods. I think this is a good level. If you go any further, I can almost guarantee you will be attacked by something.
When you say something, how would you say in terms of like probability, would you say like if I'm really sneaky I got a chance, or like it's happening?
I would say it's happening.
Got it.
A lot of weird things have been going on in the forest. The Fae are up in arms. The Dryads have been very aggressive as of late, and they've even started calling awakened trees. You won't know until the tree is moving. You should be very careful in these woods.
Do you think the awakened trees would respect us if we had our own awakened trees? Like, would it be a game recognized game situation, or they would take offense to that?
I could not tell you, but I would err on the fact that everyone is so high strung, it may be an offensive thing to do.
Cool. I was kind of hoping my whole Fey ancestry thing would make them not kill me on sight.
You could certainly try.
Not with my charisma score. I don't say that
But
out loud.
I don't know about him. He just feels... I'm sorry, dearie, but you feel a little wrong. Are you okay? Are you feeling ill?
No,
She's
no,
looking directly at
I'm
you,
perfectly
Noir.
fine. Like I said, I'm Noir the Lottle. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, dearie.
Shep.
And she shakes your hand, and then she kind of wipes it off on her clothes afterwards.
Oh no.
Shep,
Yes.
is there any like blades of grass or mushrooms Delilah can be speaking to right now?
There are blades of grass, and there are trees around you.
Can I speak to
You
the
do not
trees?
notice any mushrooms yet.
Yet. Can I speak? Can I like hunker down, like crouch really low, and like start whispering to the grass, asking them to like, you know, can I speak to them?
Yeah, you can speak to them.
How are we doing?
They're just kind of waving with the wind.
Can you wiggle if you know or have heard of the caravans being destroyed?
These blades of grass who have not moved in their entire life just keep waving in the wind.
They're whispers. They can whisper to each other.
They just keep waving in the wind.
Okay, can I speak to the trees?
You can speak to the tree.
How do I know if it hears me? What is the point of the skill if I can't if I don't know?
That's the funny part of the skill. You can talk to them, but they have no way of communicating back. So you kind of go with the yes and the no's if you can. For anything without the muscles to move, like the grass and the trees have like cell walls. They are very rigid. The mushrooms, however, are wiggly, in my opinion. In my unprofessional, non-botanist opinion.
Can I sniff out some mushrooms?
Yeah, you make me a perception check. You're checking
Just
under
real quick.
rocks and everything.
Just from experience in reading like the spells, not everything in this campaign, whatever thing it's called, is useful or serious. Like don't be surprised if something you have is not as useful as you were hoping.
Hey, listen, take it from the guy with hide in plain sight. That's never once come up. Yeah, I know.
You
Exactly.
take the time and you try to find any mushrooms. You check under rocks, you check underneath trees, but you are unable to locate any with your 8, Delilah.
What 22? I get.
Are you smelling the mushrooms?
I said sniff out any mushrooms.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like a true truffle pig, you are able to dig down into the dirt. You smell them. You know that they're there, just not hiding. As plain, you go a little bit away from the clearing, but you are able to dig up some truffle mushrooms.
What's funny
These
is
ones, like,
in
move or
modern
wiggle?
day, they actually don't use pigs anymore. They use dogs. So
Really?
it kind of
They
fits.
Do they wiggle or
Steph,
move?
I just sent you a text.
I saw your text. Let me do Delilah's thing first. And
No,
then I'll
I was
respond
just
to
letting
hers.
you know whenever you get a chance because it's not really relevant at this moment.
Yeah, that requires some thought processing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to write it before I forgot.
Delilah, you may speak with them. What would you like to say?
Can you wiggle for me if for yes?
At Wiggles.
Do you know of a caravan being destroyed or like issues and scary things happening here?
It Wiggles.
Would you say it is east? And I point in the direction.
It kind of looks at you in a very confused mushroom fashion.
Like this direction.
It kind of gives a one quick shake.
How about that direction? And I point west.
It gives one quick shake.
and then I point in the north, I mean.
In the north, it gives 3 quick shakes.
So in that direction, it's more.
It wiggles, yes.
Works for me.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate you speaking to me. You're very
wiggles,
adorable.
And it kind of bounces up and down a little bit.
And I'm going to put you back now.
Okay, and you recover the truffles with dirt.
Yes. I return to my party.
At this point, with the hag, I'll be like wrapping up like our exit, so that because technically she hasn't seen anybody else yet, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, whoa, us two, we're gonna probably we'll probably skirt around the super spooky instant death woods, but we are still gonna do like a little investigating. So like I said, if you see that kid or that magical flying house or whatever, thank you. Have a good looks at sky rest of your day. Time's still a little weird for me. And I'll be on my way. I'll start walking back the way I came, but like giving the implication that I'm going to do like a loop.
Okay. She waves goodbye to you, and then she stares at Noir.
I'm walking off with Saltus. I'm waving goodbye to her as well, and saying, "Have a nice day. It was nice meeting you."
Real quick, Delilah, Soleus, and Akuma, what are your passive perceptions?
Mine's 12.
That's loud.
Ditto.
What is 10? And Soleus, what was yours?
12.
Delilah, what was yours again? One more time, just to make
12.
sure.
She does the same one.
Oh, Soleus and Delilah, you notice that as Noir turns his back, the hag kind of spits on the ground.
Oh, come on. Well, I have a 14. I don't hear it.
Delilah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Delilah will transform and growl at her.
Do I see this? Because she was
Do I
hidden.
notice this as well?
The growl, I would hope so.
Well, do I notice her spit on the ground like as I'm leaving?
No, you do not, because
Okay.
you turned your back and it's a silent spit. You don't
see.
really hear it. Delilah,
Oh.
are you using one of your transformations?
I'm just thinking that the hag hasn't been aware that I was here. I was hiding, so like me transforming out of nowhere. I really want to.
Is it worth it, though?
But Delilah would.
I can't say what you should or shouldn't do because this is your moment, but Saltus's voice will ring in the back of your head that we are on the border of the instant death woods. Delilah's smart enough to know that's probably not the best idea.
Okay.
Also, obviously, Noir didn't react.
Okay. And then
Can I? Never mind, I won't.
No, please.
No.
Okay, then.
Delilah takes it and then stares directly at the hag and then spits on the ground, like while making eye contact with her. At her.
Do I see that?
I have can we, like, follow them without being noticed? Because this entire time we've just been sitting and hiding in bushes. Like, are we really just all gonna jump out and follow them away? Like, and she's just gonna go, like, what the hell?
I was hoping you would stay
you
hidden.
guys could always, like, go west.
Okay, so we can hold our stealth and follow them away until we're, like, out of the hag's vision scope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her vision cone like a security camera.
Yeah, right?
A red exclamation point pops up above her head. What was that noise? Ba-doom.
Okay.
As we're getting away. Well, she was kind of nice.
I'll say, I'll look him dead in the eyes, and I'll go, hags are almost never nice. She fucked us somehow. It's our job to figure out how.
I will say she spat on the ground while we walked away toward you, Nor.
Huh.
Exactly
That's
right.
odd.
Exactly right.
And then I also would like to mention that they speak in half-truths sometimes. So when she offered us potions, I feel as though that there was it wasn't her being generous. Whatever that word is.
Do you mean
Genuine?
genuine? Yeah.
Generous or genuine.
Genuine as an artist, Saltus.
Maybe in one world, but not in the neck.
We don't know that.
I lived here my whole life.
To know the DJs?
I get around in my 300-something years, or however old I said I was. It's been months since we played. Anyway, and then I pull out the 3 potions. I go way ahead of you. I pull out my book, which I told Shep last time we played that I was prepping Identify as the spell in the book. And I'm going to ritual cast Identify on the potions to see if she tampered with them somehow.
Doesn't that take like an hour?
It takes 10 minutes.
Or is it 10 minutes? 10 minutes.
minutes.
My bad. I'm mixing up all the ritual castings.
Oh, believe me, I've been sitting on this because I didn't want to be the guy who just always had silvery barbs. That was one time to get us through the tutorial. Now it's a information gathering book.
Okay, and are you guys staying on the trail, slightly off the trail, or in that weird tree line area? When you
Did
do
I
this?
tell them which direction it was?
You said you relayed the information to
Oh
them.
yeah, I talked to some mushrooms and they said it was this way.
We're
As
going west
Delilah
now.
points
Sorry.
to the north.
Oh, to the north.
Yeah,
Apologies.
we're gonna loop around her clearing so that she doesn't see us go
Still
north
will
because I
never
don't want her
get
to
used
follow
the
us.
talking mushrooms thing.
Saltus, with your Identify, you note that these are 3 potions of poison resistance. You have brewed them correctly.
Excellent, and they are not cursed or anything else. Identify tells you she didn't slip her hair into it. It's not going to mind control me.
You do not note anything else, and your Identify spell is fairly thorough. You can trust that these are legitimate potions of poison resistance.
Okay, I'm going
Without
to.
any caveats.
I am going to. I don't trust you. I'm going to pull out 3 I'm going to pull out 3 vials, and I'm going to pour each of the poison into one of my vials, and I'm going to take her vials and I'm going to throw them into the woods so that she can't use them to scry on us later, because I made the potion, so they're my potions. So it's not, but the bottles are hers. So I'm getting rid of the bottles so that she can't use it to get the +5 on scry.
You hear the glass shattering in the woods, and you hope, man, I really hope a poor animal doesn't step on those later.
Oh no.
They'll get over it. The Forpians, they have tough carapaces. And then I'll say, okay, now Delilah, now we're set. I give her 1 potion because she said she wanted 1. So she has a potion of poison resistance. And then now I'll say, okay, now we're going to loop around and we're going to go north.
As we're kind of walking, I'm just going to kind of say, yeah, I mean, she seemed nice, but I'm kind of used to people, kind of looking down at me. Just kind of offhandedly.
It's normal?
You are kind of.
It's not normal.
Well,
I like that. I like that coming from the tiefling. Racism exists. Yes.
There goes my phone.
well, that shouldn't be how people look at you. They shouldn't judge you based on, I am assuming, his appearance, but I cannot know because I do not know you very well.
I'm going to walk up to Soleus. By the way, I'm going to hand her another one, a potion of poison resistance.
To me?
Yes.
Sometimes people just like to judge on things they don't know enough about.
Yeah, that's true. I've gotten judged plenty of times in my life.
Well, I think you're nice.
Well, I think you're nice too.
He's just going to kind of give a thumbs up and smile. And then
With
pull
the
out his,
hand holding
he's
the
going to pull
shield
out his
or the
pipe
other
as
one?
we're walking and just like kind of blow bubbles.
Can Delilah pop them?
There's nothing stopping Delilah, as nobody is stopping Delilah.
I'm looking at
Like,
my,
not in a
That's
mean
as far as I'm aware.
I'm looking
I
at
know.
2 functioning
You're blowing
brain
them,
cells.
And like, I imagine that as you're marching, Delilah's like turning to the right, blowing the bubbles, and as Delilah goes back past, she like pops them quickly with her hand, and that's just how you're passing the time.
Okay.
Soleus is going. Can Soleus move like away from that and towards Saltus so she doesn't have to be near that?
I will willingly bring her over. I'm like, I got you.
I guess we're changing our marching order at this point, guys.
Do you want to the left or to the right of Saltus?
Which side are the bubbles going?
If we're walking, they're probably going backward.
Backwards.
Well, like
Yeah,
to the left
but,
or to the right.
Like, obviously, they're not just gonna go straight through you. They have to go towards your left or your right.
Where's the wind?
Or are you
Roll
just
for
blowing
wind.
them so they're floating over Akuma,
Roll for
and
wind.
Delilah's just like swatting them?
I guess to the left of Saltus. I don't know if it matters.
It doesn't really matter because
Yeah.
you're ahead of him now.
Yeah.
And then I will
Okay.
go, okay, guys, let's continue. Now that we're on the... I'll look
Sorry,
back
let
at
me move you
Delilah, considers asking her a question, thinks better about it, looks at Soleus, and I'll go, how accurate do you think the mushroom intel is?
Can I
Like-
hear this? Can I
like-
hear this conversation?
No, you're distracted. You're popping bubbles or whatever.
No, but like my hearing. Can I like hear it?
Are you Saltus? Make me a stealth whisper check, and Delilah, it'll be against your passive perception.
Wait, I want to
Or
know.
you literally
I
could
want to
just
know.
ask me to cast message and we can have a private conversation.
That's you know what
Also not.
Soleus and Saltus actually already came up with a code of always using message to talk during the last thing. I'll say yeah, we let it ride. We're using message. I'll be like,
Let it ride. Delilah, you have no clue.
and
I wanted to know.
yeah, and I'll be like, listen, how intelligent do you think the mushroom intel is? Because I want to use the scroll to find the kid, but I'm also partially convinced the kid is in the deep woods, and that's why he hasn't just walked to one of the taverns. And the range is only 1,000 feet. I mean, you went up in the
By the
tree.
way,
How deep do you think the deep woods is? Like, how many miles?
I'd like to remind you real quick that the quote-unquote kid is a full-grown adult.
You know, I'm going to keep calling him a kid.
I know, because he is a kid to you. I'm just making sure
I was
we're
gonna
all...
say,
You're all children to me.
300 years old.
Literally,
I think I'm like
yeah.
the youngest one here.
Yeah, literally everyone in this party is a child to me, except Delilah, who would kind of be like a niece. Or like an adult niece, like she just got out of college. It's like,
Be
okay,
like
I
an
won't treat you like a
infant.
complete child.
I think I'm an infant to you almost. Then.
Yeah?
Shep, what am I like 20? We said.
Yep,
Did I ever give you an age for Soleus?
you did not.
I don't think
Tiefling's
so.
I
cap
like
at
to imagine
110,
she's
so...
in her late teens, early 20s, though, based off of her backstory.
Yeah.
So I'll say,
It's not
what
right.
are you thinking? Do you think we blow it now or we wait and we get a little closer to where the mushrooms say that we need to go?
First I actually have a question. Did Delilah actually tell us like the whole like, oh, they did the 1 shake for the certain things and 3 shakes for everything else?
Delilah said that she relayed all the information to you.
Okay. So I'm gonna say I don't know how much I trust the mushroom intel because they were shaking the whole time. I mean, she did say that they did more for this general direction, but I don't know. I mean, it's mushrooms. I don't know how much
I mean,
intelligence.
I was kind of
mushrooms has.
thinking that the mushrooms are all connected underground or whatever, right? So I'm thinking I'm thinking it's happened multiple times all across the trail between the two taverns,
Mostly.
but it's probably happening at an increased quantity to the north, which is why everything got 1 shake, but that got 3 shakes. Like it's like, yeah, it's all over. Technically, it's yes to all the questions, but
But
it's
it's,
just
like,
more
super
yes to the north. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, so
And then
Thanks.
GM, how when you described her being in that tree, how far did the deep wood stretch? Was it like imperceivably far, or was it like there's an obvious line?
It was about 20 miles to both the east and the west. You note that the tavern to the south was like 2-3 miles away. To the north, you could not see the end of the trail. So you think you're at the bottom starting of the trail, based off of those directions. And you are working your way up, it sounds like, at this time.
Yeah. And I'll look at
my guess is
that's hard. I only have the 1 scroll. I don't want to blow it.
my guess is to head like northeast, mostly north, but kinda. Because I don't know how to word it, but I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense.
Yeah. Basically, do you think we should start veering north because that's where more attacks are, but then also east to get into the deep woods? Or should we avoid the deep woods and just keep going north? Like, what do you... Because the hag seemed pretty certain if we go in the deep woods, we're gonna get attacked. But we also kind of want to get attacked, but only specifically by the thing that's attacking the caravans, and we don't know what's attacking the caravans yet.
Yeah, we can't guarantee that whatever attacks
Yeah.
us.
It could just be
attacking.
a fuck ton of Forpians, and then we just have to spend 10 hours killing Forpians.
Do we know if when the caravans get attacked, if they're on the trail?
You have not asked anybody any questions.
The hag said that they go from one tavern to the other tavern. If it's a caravan, logic would dictate it would have to use the trail, because she said like it's very consistent. What tavern check-in, trail, tavern check-in. If the number is changing between taverns, statistically, right, it has to. There's no reason 20 carts would just go into the middle of the woods for no reason, right? Like, I'm willing to
maybe
bet.
it's logical to stick towards the closer to the trail and hope that it comes out.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, do you have a spell that can make it look like there's a caravan coming?
Actually, hold on. I don't know if I still have it.
Saltus doesn't know what that means. He didn't know you could lose spells.
No, that was
He
that
starts
was
looking under
me, not
rocks.
Seleus. Sorry, hold on. I don't know if I think I got rid of it because
Shep,
That's me.
would my Outlander background help in this instance?
Let me double check to read your background. I know it helps you find food. I just want to double check the rest.
Dude, we have
'cause that's
so
the
much
only thing
food and water in this forest.
I was gonna say I'm kind of useless here.
So you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. With that information, what would you like to do with your...
Do I know of any major features in this area of the woods aside from the deep? Would I know of anything special? The what are they called? Landmarks? Sure.
Landmarks? So of special landmarks that you know that this road is usually meant for major commerce. This is the only safe way through these woods. It's similar to
Supposedly.
going through a mountain for a train. So
Mhm.
you're able to just kind of go through safely without any of the other hazards. You know that this area was specifically crafted to be this way. Of major landmarks, you know that there is the river to your west,
Mhm.
also known as the Long Road River. Fancy naming, right?
Right.
So that follows not parallel with this trail, but it is a major source of fishing. Water wheels use it to generate power of kind. And it's used for daily chores such as washing clothes. It's just a part of way of life. That's really the only major landmark aside from this trail itself. There are no mountains. There are no decrepit laboratories or anything like that. And there's no major history to this area.
Mhm.
You know that this is just mainly almost a toll road that is almost guaranteed safe passage. This Tangle Pine Terror is very new. Typically, creatures do not attack things that are on the trail.
Did we happen to get anything from the guy that was worn by or used by the kid?
Yeah, and then I'll go, here's the potion I was holding for you because you were drunk when you talked to the guy. And then I'll
Thanks.
pull out the vial of formaldehyde, and I'll go, he said that in his lab, he used a ton of this, so theoretically it would be all over his and his kid brother's clothes, or it would
Could
be
I-
coming from the lab, and I'll go, you can keep this in your inventory, and you could just sniff it repeatedly, and you could tell me if you smell anything that smells like this in the woods.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Don't worry, way
Thank
ahead of
you.
you. That's why I prepped that last session.
Yeah. I smell it now.
You may. And you smell it, and please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I
as
figured.
long as
Waft,
stomach
don't
churns.
huff.
We learned this
You
in
feel
fucking
it
lab,
stick to your
damn it!
stomach, and you pull it away from you with your
Uh-huh.
heightened sense. It is very gross to you. It's not so bad that you're not willing to take another sniff later on. You've learned maybe you should
Hold it a little bit away
again,
from my face.
hold it a little bit away from your face. You're not going to puke, nothing like that. But you're like, that was unpleasant. Give me an hour or so, and then I'll take another whiff. But your stomach is churning, and it's not happy with you right now.
So Saltus is looking at you with the most blasé, flat-eyed stare, and he just slowly turns back to Seleus, and he goes, "So
I feel like there's a clear divide in this party.
oh, you have no idea, kid. So do we want to just start looking for the kid now, operating on the assumption that the terror is not in the deep woods? Or do we want to just keep shooting the middle and see which one we run into first? Because I have this scroll that will tell me if he's within 1,000 feet, and if so, what cardinal direction he's in. And I figure once we get close enough with that, looks at Werewolf, her nose should be working, and then she can get us the rest of the way. However, if that takes us into the deep woods, and the Tangle My Terror is not in the deep woods, we could theoretically fight something small that would make it harder for us to defeat the terror if it was an actual threat. However, we know literally nothing of its capabilities yet. So what do we...
Are you
But
saying
the
it's
scroll's
allowed
one-time
to party?
use. So we need to be committed to using it, because when it's active, we need to only be looking for the kid, because we need to cover as much ground as possible, because it's a 1,000-foot radius from me.
Are you saying this out loud to the party, or are you saying?
Oh, I'm saying this out loud to Seleus. It's very clear that I care only about Seleus's opinion, but you could chime in if you want.
Well, I wasn't sure if you were using it.
No, this I'm saying out loud. This I'm saying out loud.
Noir is basically going to say, I think, maybe let's just see kind of what we run into, because we don't know we're going to encounter one way or another.
So what do you say, walk for like an hour, see where we end up, and then reconsider?
Yeah, maybe let's just keep going. I mean...
Yeah. In that case, I can keep leading us forward if you guys want to look for more signs of broken caravans, dead bodies, planks of wood, burlap
Shep,
sacks of supplies.
Would there be any travel on the river?
Are you asking to like look for it, or if you can pull from your existing knowledge?
Well, like, would there be? Is the river used for like travel or commerce or anything like that? Like, would boats travel it?
Like, it looks wide enough as if there would be. Like, it is definitely the potential. Like, you could probably have a small ship go through it. And by ship, I'm using loosely. I mean, like, a tugboat, Like,
The tugboat's pretty
for
big.
reference to you, there's no tugboats in this.
Yeah.
A tugboat's big enough to hold the party.
I'm thinking Mississippi River. That's what I'm thinking.
Like Mississippi River.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna look to Saltus and Slaus and say, we could go down to the river, see if there's any ships, because that could also help us speed up the travel. I mean, I think I have ways to get us on a boat.
Well, I think the issue with speeding of the travel is nice, but the issue is that we have heard zero reports that it's been attacking boats. We know it's been attacking the trail. So I feel like the further we get from the trail, the less likelihood we run into our main, and I look him dead in the eyes, I'm like, listen, the thing we're getting paid the most for is the terror. I want to help the guy out, don't get me wrong. The money's nice. I don't want the kid to die in the woods. But he's offering, comparatively speaking, chump change. So I would like to prioritize the terror and just kind of hope that we can get it killed quick enough that we could then look for the kid and he's okay.
We're going to prioritize lives. Then more lives saved is more important.
I tap on my nose. I'm like, you're getting it. And I go to give him I go to ruffle his hair, and then I look and I go, right. And then I don't do that.
Because I don't have hair.
Exactly. I would ruffle his gills, but I'm like, that seems intimate somehow. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, that seems
that would
right.
I feel like that. It's not written in the lore, but I feel like that would be offensive. Shep, correct me if I'm wrong here. I feel like that would be offensive.
You ever just reach into someone's chest and squeeze their lungs? It's like...
I mean, I do that with my brother.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm going to not do that, but I'll go, yeah. And then I'll say, I think let's operate on the mushroom intelligence for now. We'll go north a little bit. Maybe we ask some more mushrooms, or ideally, we find some harder evidence.
Every time you mention mushrooms, roll his eyes and visibly look upset.
Listen, man, me and you both, but she's done it before and it worked last time, so don't ask me how. Don't ask me how, but it worked.
It's not a belief about mushrooms.
What is it about?
Sometimes mushrooms are assholes.
I mean,
I look at Slaus when he says that out loud. I'm like, what is this guy, fucking mushroom racist? Why are there two racists in this party? Like, that's too many.
Saltus and Slaus are like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, we...
Anyway, if we wanted to, maybe if there's a boat later on, we can try. I can maybe get us passage.
What we're gonna need to do, if we don't want to spend the night in the woods, if we don't find anything, we're gonna have to go to one of the two taverns to rest, and we're gonna have to go to the tavern to teleport back to the loot tavern with the pun named thing that I can't remember. So we're gonna need to get there. That could save us. Yeah, the port ale. Yes. And then I'll go, that could definitely save us a bunch of time, and especially if you can make it so that they don't charge us, because I spent a lot of money to buy the scrolls and stuff to get us here.
And Shep, correct me if I'm wrong, please. I believe the hag said that the travel north, it's about a week between taverns, correct?
It is a long time. She never gave you a duration.
Oh, okay. I thought she said a week.
She said She said the caravan takes about a week, but that's at caravan speed, not boat speed. And also, I assume they stop for guarding and rests and all that stuff.
Right.
We also
Again,
know that
that's
we're like
assuming-
3 miles from the one on the south end, though, because we saw it from the top of that tree. So we can just... Wait, does the river one north to south or south to north?
The river.
Is it in the direction of the tavern we're closer to? Because if so, that makes it super easy.
It
If
is
not...
flowing south.
Okay, so then we're good then. Then, yeah, wherever we end up, we could just take the river back.
Well, and again, please, this is assuming that there's a boat there for us to work
Take.
with.
I mean, yeah, worst case scenario, we walk, right? But, I mean,
Yeah,
why
I could just
walk
turn
when you
into
don't
a
have to?
polar bear, and you guys could just sit on top, and then.
If we're in the water, I'm swimming.
Fair enough.
Did you just say they could use you like a pool floaty and just lay on?
Yeah, yeah,
Polar bears can swim.
exactly.
The logistics of
I
that we'll
believe
worry
they're
about till we
also
get there.
buoyant.
Yeah, the fat. And
So I could be the
then,
boat.
then I guess
Correct me on that.
we're gonna keep working north. Do we need to? Is it a continuation of the previous check, or do we need to roll again?
It will be a new check.
Okay,
Because
then I'm
you've
gonna
changed-
re-roll my survival, and then if anyone for navigation, if anyone else wants to roll like perception, investigation, like anything to find evidence,
I
I'm happy to roll perception.
I was gonna say I'm happy to roll investigation.
I think you should all roll something because we've found
Here's a
nothing so
perception
far.
check to see
Only
if I
one
notice.
of you can roll something. I would like to reiterate that.
Only what?
This is for the quote-unquote tracking check to see if you can
Oh.
find any clues about the Tangle
Wait.
Terror.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
No, that's to get lost. You guys are searching
Okay.
for evidence.
Can I?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Delilah, I'm about 40% confident on my perception check.
Can I use the sidekick boon from my scythe to add to his roll?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Give me a roll.
So, Noir, you will get. Correct me if I'm wrong, Delilah. He will get an additional D4 plus advantage. You will be helping him.
Yep.
So I'm rolling my perception and then rolling a d4.
You're rolling your perception at advantage and adding a D4.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So there's perception plus a d4.
Ooh, 24.
And what exactly did you say you were looking for, Noir?
So what I'm looking for is any signs of distress, fighting, battles, fallen tree, anything that would signify that there's been attacks or damage being done in the area as we're walking.
Fair enough. So during your travels, you notice that the area around you suddenly has hints of damage. It starts light at first, some knocked over branches, things like that. And then suddenly it becomes like semi-large clearings of trees are missing, and you can see the main road from those clearings. Nothing else seems out of place for them. Occasionally there is a knocked over tree here or there, but you're noticing that there are, again, these just large clearings that still connect to the main road. Please roll me a 1d8, by the way.
Me?
Yes, you.
8 Tangle Pine Terrors attack you.
So, oh gee, this one's an interesting.
Uh-oh.
So you notice, as you are walking, a sphinx burrows up from the soil in a plume of dirt. And it greets you all as such. Give me 1 second to get to the exact wording of this, because that's very important.
Wait, I hope you all have the next hour and a half for the riddle it's about to give us.
Oh,
Hello, everybody. Hello, Soleus, Saltus, Nora, Akuma, Delilah. How are you all doing today? And you all know this is Sunny. Sunny is a gender-fluid androsphinx. You, the players, have never met Sunny before, but Sunny knows you, and all of your characters know Sunny.
Wait, didn't we meet a sphinx in the Loot Tavern?
You did not.
Oh.
So we know Sunny?
You know Sunny. You and Sunny, for some reason, know each other very well. Now, you, again, I'm referring to the players, have not met Sunny before. Your players, Soleus, Saltus, Noir, Akuma, and Delilah, are all familiar with Sunny. And this is not a hidden thing in your backstories. Your characters just know Sunny the second they see them.
When you say familiar, how does that interact with backstory contradictions? Because up until the point I met this party, everyone I knew is dead, which would include Sunny. I had nobody. So now I have a person that didn't... So
But
how
you
does that
know-
resolve itself?
You know Sunny. It is a magical effect. You know Sunny. She is not like from your town. He is not like a good like friend of yours. You just know that you have run into them before in the past.
Just somewhere random.
Somewhere random, and you are on friendly terms with them.
Hi, Sunny.
Fair enough.
Hello.
Hello, Delilah. How are you today?
Good. What are you doing out here?
Well, you know me. I'm always looking for my lair. Which reminds me, where am I?
Where are we?
We're in the tangle pine on the neck.
That.
Oh, okay. When am I?
Looks at GM. What year is it?
I can't give you any hints for this. I'm sorry.
That wasn't in
recall
any of the
when it is?
material. I read it. It
No,
wasn't
I know.
there.
But that's the point. I can't give you anything.
Okay, so
Can I
you said
recall when it
am I?
is?
Noir's gonna look. Well, you're here now.
Yeah.
I guess I am. You're right. I am here now.
And that's the best time to live, is in the now.
Exactly. You are so right. Just like always, Noir. I'm sorry. I don't get why everybody always doubts you.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay. And for my last question, I have a riddle I need help solving.
Yeah, there it is.
I have a tongue, but never talk. I have no legs, but sometimes walk. I have a soul, but never live. I'm a good companion to travel with. What am I?
I look at her
write
and I
that
go,
out.
You get that copy and pasted somewhere, please.
I ask her, I ask her, I go, I have an answer. Do I have to answer for everyone, or do we each get an attempt?
Only one, please.
I look at everyone and I go, this is not an answer, by the way. I go, didn't she just describe a shoe?
Yes.
Do we want to lock in shoe? That wasn't my answer, by the way.
I think shoe, even though Delilah doesn't wear shoes.
I mean, because arguably you could also be a semantic bitch about it and say it's a boot or like a slipper.
True.
Like there's a bunch of shoe subtypes. So we just want to lock in shoe or
Shoe.
pair of shoes, whatever.
I'm gonna trust you guys because I didn't get the whole thing.
I'm gonna go. If everyone else is cool, then I'm gonna go tell them shoe.
I mean, if that's what you want.
Cool. I look over and I go, hey, am I a shoe, or do I have to answer the form of a question, Jeopardy style? Am I a shoe?
You say, am I a shoe? And she goes, righto, that is correct. Thank you so much, Saltis. You always get these right. And she dips back under, and in her place, she leaves behind a small potion. And it says on a little placard in front, animal friendship.
I inspect it for traps.
You know your good buddy, Sunny, would never trap it.
Damn it, I was hoping you let me roll for it. Fine, I'll pick it up if she's my buddy.
What did she leave us?
This plaque says potion of animal friendship, but I'm waiting for it to blow up in my hand.
What? Why?
a fucking nagging voice in the back of my head that says, I don't have friends, but somehow I have friends.
Aren't we friends?
I just met you.
I wouldn't say we are friends yet, but I would like to think we could get to that point.
Everyone who's been my friend has died tragically. I don't give the title out anymore.
Well, why not just companion then?
Yeah, we could start there. Does the potion blow up my hand and kill me instantly?
It does not.
Cool. Then I have no use for an animal friendship. I have zero use for a friendship potion. Who wants a potion of animal friendship?
I kind of do, but if anybody else would like it, they can have it.
Well, you can already kind of talk to nature. Is there anyone who is really good at talking?
I can't really understand them. It's
feel
mostly.
I look at the charisma. I look at the charisma casters. Who's really good at persuading and lying that would want to talk and persuade and lie to animals?
Noir would really like the potion.
Dude, sure. We're companions, and I put it in his hand.
It's a potion.
Noir, please add a potion of animal friendship to your inventory.
Potion of animal.
Which I assume just works exactly like the spell.
Yep.
Okay. I'll have to look up the spell later.
Does it last for an hour as well, like other potions, or is it?
It lasts for 1 hour.
Okay. So for 1 hour, I believe it's a beast with an intelligence of 3 or lower will be friendly with you, unless you do something to attack it.
DC 13.
You still can't understand it, by the way. That's animal speaking, but surely one of us has a spell that lets you understand languages.
I put it in the Discord and the chat for you.
Gross.
Yeah, I was bringing it up.
Yeah. And then I'll go, okay, we got kind of distracted there by our good friend, who we definitely all know, Sunny. Noir, you were about to describe seeing stuff really good with a 24 perception check. Do you tell us anything that you saw before the Sphinx showed up?
Do I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm
Why'd
gonna.
you ask me?
What you recall for this exact reason that I interrupted you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Let's ask the guy. Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No. So there's definitely some weird stuff going on around here. There's like evidence, and Shep, please correct me if I say anything that's weird or wrong. Well, everything I say is weird, but that's just me. There's definitely these clearings that are showing evidence of battles. I mean, you could still get clear. You have visibility to the road, so there's definitely evidence of stuff going on along this route that's probably not just related to travel. With all these clearings and stuff to our sides.
The clearing is out in the open, right? Like it's a clearing surrounded by trees and stuff.
Correct.
I thought it was multiple clearings.
Yes, over your course of, and I'm saying this was over about like 2-3 hours. It's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. As you are walking through carefully through the woods, you've come across a couple different clearings. They're all roughly the same size, like maybe 80 to 100 feet. There are no signs of life or any like battles or anything like that in any of the clearings you have come across. These might have been regular stopping areas for the caravan. There are some indents, but no signs of major wear or tear in the air. There, however, of note, there are no signs with a 22 of any fires placed down. So there's no soot. There's no like circles of stone, nothing like that. It just
There's no like
appears
campfire
to be an empty
evidence or
clearing.
anything like that.
Exactly. It looks like there has been no staying in these areas.
Which implies that there's a reason they didn't light a fire, or there was a reason they didn't stay.
Or they didn't get a chance to.
Or they didn't get a chance to. But I feel like we know for a fact, based on what the hag said, which granted, take it with a grain of salt, that the majority of the caravans are still making it. It's just that a percentage of the caravans aren't. She gave the example of if 10 go, 8 make it. I feel like if every single caravan that went through these got ran off, 8 of those 10 would be able to say what ran them off. They're not all going missing. So it might just be that there's a rule not to light a fire in the woods because it might attract stuff from the deep woods. So maybe they are short rest stops, and there are predetermined locations over the course of the 7-day trip that are fire permitting. My fear is if we light a fire, we would attract not what we're looking for, because we know that this issue is new, but they've been using this trail for like, we're from the neck. We know that this trail has been a long established thing, right? It's not like a month old.
Oh yeah, many years, great history. This is the first time something like this has ever happened.
Exactly. So this has to be a more long-standing rule, that it's probably like if you light a fire at night in the wrong spot, you're going to attract like, because the Forpians and stuff are also technically new, but there are other beasts that are attracted to light, especially since we know the Fae are in the woods, because there was a fucking hag right there, points in the direction of the hag. So it could be that we could go even further to see if we could find like a designated rest stop, and then maybe try to set up an ambush, and then maybe set like what appears to be a caravan resting, light a fire, and then hide. That's an option. Or, I didn't ask you because we just met. Do you have any spells that could make it look like there's a caravan here? Like any illusions?
That's not really my forte.
Yeah, I figure. It's a very specific forte.
Because before I respect, I would have.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured I'd ask. I was like, just in case you kept the spell. I did not buy a scroll of major image though, so I don't have it.
Unless alter self can turn me into a caravan, I don't think so.
I think it specifies that it has to be a foot difference, right? And I don't think you're 15 feet long.
No.
So what do we think? Do we want to try to set an ambush here? Do we want to go a little further, and then if we don't see anything, we double back? Because we know at the very least that we've seen stuff here, so we might be on the right track. Alternatively, we could ask more, like, the trees would have seen people here. The downside is it seems like when Delilah explained the tree ability, they can't talk back and they can't move, so I don't know if she'll be able to decode what the trees are saying, even if they did see people. slowly looks at Delilah to confirm that's how her ability works, because I'm still not 100% certain on it
Can they
myself.
rustle Can they rustle branches instead?
Maybe mostly mushrooms have been the most conversational because they can move a little bit more than trees and grass can. If there's a really strong wind, the grass can't really move against the wind.
So if there's a tree that is positioned to see the clearing, if it had something movable, you could convince it to move it and then use that as an indicator for what it's seen.
Yes.
I am going to walk up to whatever tree is positioned in what I feel it would have a good view of the clearing. This one clearing that looks like whatever of the many clearings looks like the most tumultuous. I'm going to walk up to a tree that has like a branch that's kind of lower towards like my height, and then I'm going to cast Druidcraft on it. And then I'm going to make a bunch of buds. I can make buds appear on plants. And I'm going to say, the buds are just about bloomed. Tell it to bloom a bud if yes. Don't bloom a bud if no.
Okay. What do you want me to ask it specifically?
Ask it like everything we just talked about in terms of like
Yes.
what we're trying to figure out. So like, has it seen creatures? Has it seen caravans? Do people light fires? Has anyone been attacked? Like the big things we're looking for.
Okay. Delilah goes up to the tree.
Okay.
And can you bloom a singular bud if you understand me for yes?
One bud quickly blooms for you.
Great. We are looking for some answers. We were wondering if you've seen any caravans recently. Can you bloom a bud for yes?
It blooms a bud. This bud blooms slightly slower than the last.
So it's probably not as recently.
Okay. Have you seen any creatures? Anything like that?
The third bud blooms again slightly slower than the last.
I'll look at her and I'll go, it might be too vague. It doesn't understand. Try to be like big creature or creature attacking caravan, something more specific. It is only a tree. It doesn't have a brain.
Very true. Have you
Sorry.
have you seen a caravan being torn apart or destroyed by a creature or something?
Fourth bud blooms yet again slower than the last. It is almost stopping moving. It's taking a couple seconds to get there.
Are you having trouble blooming?
It answers by blooming again with the next one. This one takes about 30 seconds to bloom.
It seems to be taking a lot of energy to
I think you get a limited amount of questions.
Yeah.
to do this.
I think the GM has not liked that I created a bypass to this, so he's put a
I
limit
do.
on it.
But I'm going to have you cast it every single tree you want to talk to.
Dude,
and start over from the
It is
beginning.
a cantrip. I could cast it every 6 seconds. So
That is 100% perfectly fine for me. It takes a lot of energy to make a flower bloom for a tree, in my opinion. That's all.
I absolutely agree with that statement.
I agree.
I'm not a
that
botanist.
statement.
I don't know.
We could keep going. Like, it's
Fantasy
fine with me
book.
if you want to start making it bloom elsewhere.
Do you have anything else you want me to ask the tree?
It said it saw. It did bloom when you asked about a creature that was attacking. Correct.
Yes.
Do we want to use this opportunity to go to the next tree to the left, who has used no energy, and ask it questions to start narrowing down what kind of creature it could be? Like, do we want to ask, like, is it as big as a tree? Is it covered in spikes? Is it poisonous? Like, do we want to try to play 20 questions with... We have an entire clearing full of trees, and we know that trees don't have eyes, but if one tree looking at the clearing saw a creature, it's logical to assume that all the trees who have the same level of vision would have also seen the creature. So we could theoretically try to get at least a couple of clarifying questions out. if you guys think
If you
that's
guys
worth
want to
it.
do that, I'm good with that. I'm just gonna stay, a little bit on guard, not necessarily paying attention to the
Are
trees,
there
but
Fair enough.
rather to the area around us.
Fair enough. It's smart that someone does that.
any mushrooms?
I can make mushrooms, but I fear that if I did, they would be functionally new, and as such, they wouldn't have seen anything.
Or heard anything?
Even though technically the spore would have been here, does the mushroom scientist in the call want to? Oh no, that's mold. That's not mushrooms.
Mold, okay, just to clarify, don't make me do work, but damn it, yes, mold is a fungus. It is a fungal species, so technically, and in our world, mold spores are everywhere. Fungal spores are everywhere. We're constantly breathing them in. We're all breathing them in right fucking now.
So what you're saying is, scientifically speaking, I could cast Druidcraft on nothing. There would be a mold spare there. I make it grow, and then I can answer all our questions.
But no, because mold spores, if we're just doing it there, mold spores are subject to all the properties of nature, wind, season, time of day, everything could affect it. Wind speed. So just because you cast it on a spore and make it grow, doesn't mean it would be relevant to the area that you're asking the questions of.
Wow, DM kiss ass. Anyway, back to the person who could speak to
What do you mean
trees.
kiss ass?
You could have just said yes. You could have just said yes, and we could have fucking wrapped this shit up. We would have been like, tell us all about the creature.
Fuck you. You asked for a science answer.
I'll look
I
at
gave you a
Delilah.
science answer.
Yeah, your check's in the mail. I'll look at Delilah and I'll go, okay, you could maybe try to find mushrooms again, but there's no guarantee there would be mushrooms like you dug for truffles last time. But we know the trees for a fact have seen it, so it depends on what more of a guarantee you want.
Yes. Are there any like beasts in the area?
Are you asking the tree?
Yes, but I meant like
It's a forest. I feel like the answer is yes.
It blooms extraordinarily slowly, taking about 3 minutes.
We're gonna have to go to another tree.
I meant like, are there any beasts in the area that Delilah can specifically commune with?
Do we see like
I'm
a
sorry.
squirrel?
Make me a perception check.
Okay.
Wait. You do not.
Can I do it with my sniffing?
Sure, give it a shot. You smell animals all around you, but none are in plain vision. You know that you are in a forest, so you can smell like the musk of a squirrel, for example, but you do not see any readily for you. You know that there are animals in the forest, though.
Does anybody have any nuts or...
I have a vial of suspicious silver berries that might very well be instant death.
Because I feel like if we spoke to like a squirrel or something, it might answers
I got
quicker.
an idea. The description for field rations that we get in our Dungeoneer's pack specifies that it's a mix of hardtack, mixed berries and nuts, and like the water skin and the whole 9 yards. Can I just take just the nuts out and put them in like the middle of the clearing, and then we all just hide and wait for a squirrel to show up, and then we jump it? And by jump it, of course, I mean respectfully ask it if it's seen anything.
Yeah, as long as you lose a ration for it.
I got 5 of them, dude, and they're heavy.
And Delilah can find food and water anywhere, so we're
correct. Good. You could also just search for the nuts and you will find them.
Yeah, but this is instant, and we've been using a lot of time waiting for trees to bloom, so...
Bubbies, what's going on?
So yeah, I'm gonna go put it in the middle of the field, and then I can at least myself hide literally in plain sight if I'm in the forest, which I am. So I'm just gonna crouch like 20 feet away from where the nuts are, and I'm just gonna disappear into the grass. Somehow it's a wood elf thing. Don't ask about it. And I'm gonna try to stealth.
Well, Shep, everybody, please make me a stealth check.
Shep, can I do it at advantage given my natural scent?
No.
Damn.
Because of your unnatural scent.
Oh.
Very.
I did not mean to do that at advantage. I got a 15.
Sure, I can't have that at advantage. I don't think I could do better.
Oh no!
Damn.
Wow.
You all watch as the squirrels enter the clearing. You all feel as if you are sufficiently stealthed. However, as the squirrel is gently approaching the nuts, it immediately looks over to your group. Now, you all know that you have not done anything outward to break your stealth or anything like that. It appears that this squirrel just has a higher sense of awareness. And then it is going to make a mad dash for the nuts.
Delilah runs.
I thought we were talking to it.
So the squirrel, seeing Delilah, is going to make a wisdom saving throw real quick. I don't have that logged. Give me one quick second for a squirrel.
Do a squirrel check.
Like a -3 if it's if it uses a mouse stat block.
Wisdom is neutral, by the way.
What?
What?
It
I
has a
run over
wisdom of
plenty
10.
of fucking squirrels. They are not wise.
That squirrel is as wise as a human, an average
With
human.
a 16, it realizes it should not be running towards the nuts as Delilah is running at it, and it books it towards the tree line.
Wait, I'll just give you them for free. I just.
Does it believe her?
It looks back, it thinks on your words for a second, and it keeps running.
Can I like persuade it some way?
Can it make an insight check to know that she's not lying?
Guys, you know the greatest part is we just got a fucking potion.
I had carries too.
We just got a
You
potion
cream
of
into
animal
the woods.
friendship we could have used.
We don't want to waste it.
On a squirrel.
It is now approximately 1:30.
I'll look at Delilah.
Wait,
I'll look at
can I
Delilah.
roll animal
Squirrels
handling
are the
before it runs away
answer.
and disappears?
Do not think squirrels are the
Give me
answer, Delilah.
give me an animal handling check real quick at disadvantage. It runs. It's over.
I'll put my hand on
Do
her
not think
shoulder.
Squirrels are going to
I'll put my
appreciate
hand on her shoulder. I'll go, you know what? It was a good effort.
I panicked.
Yeah.
I thought it was just gonna.
How about we all just go hide again and we wait for like a field mouse or something that is not as wise as an average human, apparently. And then we try
Okay.
again. And this time maybe we start gentle and we don't break into a mad dash.
Right. I'll stay.
Cool.
I'll wait.
Cool. I
Maybe we
re-hide.
have the most animal-looking person go.
Can everybody please make me another stealth check?
A natural 20. Oh no, it's Delilah.
Man,
Delilah is
Mark,
really locking in.
You know, for a black fucking axolotl. Well, dark gray.
They prefer neck American.
For dark gray, I'm really not good at hiding.
Well, you are against green, not black. It's not nighttime.
Yeah, but you got shadows and shit.
Fair enough. We're in the middle of a clearing, though. We didn't say we were hiding in the trees. We're in, like, the middle of an open field.
Can't we just talk to the squirrel that's on the screen?
Pay no attention to the squirrel behind
No,
the
he
curtain.
ran. He ran. He's gone.
What?
Anyway, so with a natural 20,
Eddie.
the squirrel walks right up to Delilah, right? And she asks it the question we were trying to ask for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So
GM?
about 10 minutes pass, and you see what appears to be a group of individuals traveling north on the trail. It appears to be a group of 5-6 people, led by what appears to be a half-elf ranger. She has a bow on her back and a nice green tricorn hat. Very typical ranger-esque. Imagine it.
Those
They
squirrels
do not
look
know
weird.
you, and they are going north.
Do we?
They go through
should
the
we-
clearing?
They do not go. So you guys, the clearing is connected to the main path. So as you're all waiting around this clearing, you see them begin to pass the clearing.
Does this appear to be like a regular caravan with like a carriage and everything, or is this just a party? Like a group?
This appears to be a party of people.
Can I break
They do not
off?
have like any heavy luggage or anything like that. It appears that they're a group of rangers and hunters, a mixture of both. Nobody appears to be wearing any heavy armor, or nobody appears to be spellcasters. If
I
that is-
also
Do any of them look familiar?
make me a perception check. Or actually, let's go with history.
History?
can
Yep.
I give her my sidekick boon?
Yes, you can. So advantage plus a d4.
19.
D4? No, D4.
No,
You
D4.
roll it.
roll a d4.
Oh, I have to roll it.
Mhm.
You don't just get a 4.
I wish you could just. Oh, there you go. That's the karma.
16.
With a 16, you know, because you are from this continent, that there is a ranger who typically travels with her band of other rangers, also known as quote unquote merry men. Her name, from what you remember, is Robin the Fox.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, as soon as he said Merry Men, I was like,
Yep.
oh, there it is.
Yep.
Said it. I fucking knew.
This is the same module with JoJo Joestar, so I was expecting it. And I'll be like, we should break off while Delilah is squirrel hunting, and we should probably ask if they've seen anything, because that's that person who I'm sure you told me is very famous, and I'm sure they do this all the time. They've probably heard something, and they're the only person we've seen since we got here that isn't a fucking hag. So, unless you're opposed...
Agreed.
Okay. In that case, I'll start walking. I'm gonna kind of slink over with her towards that direction, and then... But I will initiate the conversation with her in Elvish as I come out of the woods. Guys, I think
Sorry,
she hates me.
I'm waiting for you to initiate the conversation.
Oh, I'm just gonna say hello in Elvish, so that she doesn't shoot me for just walking out of the woods.
Okay. So she turns to you. A couple of the people behind her immediately draw their bows and don't take aim at you, but they just notch their arrows. And she goes, "Why, hello there. How are you doing today?"
In common or
in
Elvish?
Elvish.
Okay.
In Elvish.
Soleus, I look at Soleus. Do you speak Elvish?
I'm checking.
Yeah. I would know
Well,
because
they're doing this.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. I just can't
The answer
remember.
is yes.
Perfect. Okay. And then Noir, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, well, they're doing this. I'm just readying myself. Shep, no one else is gonna notice it, but I'm gonna get my weapon ready. I'm not gonna say too much more than that.
Okay. And by get your weapon ready, are you talking about the rod or the other one?
The other one.
Okay, got it. Noted.
Just in case.
You see an axolotl holding an AK-47. You don't know what that means. No. But no, I will say to the... Yeah, I'll say to the person, and I'll continue speaking in Elvish, and I'll go, hey, yeah, me and my friend here, we were looking for... We're on a job of sorts, you could say. I gesture to my outfit. One, you could probably tell I'm also a hunter. I was hoping you'd be able to tell me if you've seen my query for the day. I'm looking for a monster that is making itself a nuisance and attacking some of the caravans that travel through this well-maintained road. It has apparently forgotten the fear that most beasts should have for civilized society, and I seek to remedy that. And I was hoping you might be able to help.
I've heard about it as well. Unfortunately, I've been traveling these roads for months, and I have never run into it. Me and my group have never run into any strange beast that would be capable of taking a caravan. It's just been the new owl boars, but that's about it. But they're not strong enough to take out a caravan. I haven't noticed any odd beasts or anything like that. There have been odd footprints around, but those are few and far between.
Footprints as in tracks or humanoid footprints?
This is going to sound a little odd, but both. Like large groupings of a bunch of different footprints going in the same direction. Like, and I'm not talking 3-4 sets of footprints. I'm not talking like a typical group. I'm talking 50, 60 sets of footprints. And they're never on the main path. They're always off to the side.
And you say they seemingly disappear? Like they just go into nowhere, or they just eventually get...
They go into the deep woods. Yeah, and then we've never gone further than that.
Yeah. Well, we ran into a hag who warned us that apparently the dryads are getting a tad uppity. The Fae seem extremely restless for some reason as well. And my operating theory is that it might all be connected.
So, from one of the hags, were you talking about one of the Greenwort sisters? They're a group of hags that live in this area. They've never caused any major trouble, but they are very common. Did you happen to catch their name?
I will pause the recording and replay it.
Camilla.
Thank you. See, when I think Camilla, I think the absolute baddie from Fire Emblem. That's the only Camilla in my head.
I was thinking of a certain singer.
Works for me. Yes, it was Camilla.
Oh yes, Carmilla. She, I believe, is the youngest of the three sisters, but she's generally okay. She doesn't really cause too many problems.
Yeah, we
If you run into one of the
assisted her.
other sisters, they're a little bit more peculiar.
We assisted her in brewing a batch of poison resistance potions. She knew some issues about the Fae, but when I asked her about the issue on the paths, she was unaware of anything specific other than that some caravans were, in fact, going missing between the two taverns. Though the plan I'm currently putting together is one that suggests that I think a creature, potentially a Fey creature, is coming out from the deep woods to, for some reason, it has decided that caravans are now huntable, to hunt. Some caravans are becoming unlucky and are becoming the target of its ire, and then it is simply retreating back to the deep woods where it knows no one will follow. It is more than likely consuming its ill-gotten gains, whatever that may be. More than likely the patrons of the caravans. And then when it gets hungry, it simply repeats. Intel that we've gathered so far suggests that it's happening at various different locations on the path, but they tend to group more towards the north of where we are. That's why we're heading north. I was hoping that maybe you'd seen evidence of a caravan that had been attacked, that we could maybe get some investigation on the type of creature, its size, claws, whether it uses venom.
The last time that we saw something, a broken down caravan, was maybe about 3.5 weeks to maybe 6 weeks ago. There wasn't much left. All of the caravan was destroyed, and I didn't see anything else.
Destroyed
I didn't see any blood or anything like that.
Destroyed in such a
Nothing.
way
It seemed
that
like
it would give you the impression it was ripped to pieces, or that it was bludgeoned to bits, like smashed by a large creature, or torn to shreds by like how a wolf would tear a sheet, or how an elephant would stomp on a bucket.
I would say similar to how an elephant would stomp on a bucket, like it was bludgeoned.
I see. And then I noticed you're all traveling very lightly, not a cart to your name. Are you also hunting something, or you simply prefer to travel on foot?
We prefer to travel light. It's better for us.
Looks at self. I completely understand.
Speaking of, it's been a while since I met a friendly elf. Do you perhaps want to have a quick game? And she kind of pulls out an arrow.
I raise an interested eyebrow.
You see,
I'm interested. Pitch me.
you see, I haven't been able to find any elves who are a better shot than me. I would like to make a bet with you. I will bet, and she kind of looks back at her quiver. She kind of counts out. I will bet 7 + 1 arrows against 100 gold pieces if you can best me in a match of archery.
One shot only, or best 2 out of 3?
I'm thinking we set up a couple targets and we go from there. So I'm thinking about 5 shots. Whoever's closest to the bullseye wins each round. Best of 5.
I'm certainly interested. Of course, my predication is always that whatever our targets is, no living creatures unless it's prey. I have met a few people who would be quick to use their allies as a target for power play, and while I don't know your merry men, I do not wish to harm them, if that condition
Worry
is
not.
acceptable.
We have training posts for this exact thing. We'll measure out the distances, we'll go over that, and then we'll each take our shot.
I'm interested. I have 100 gold burning in my proverbial pocket. My apologies. Let me inform my associates what we've been saying. They're not as eloquent in the elven tongue as us. And then I'll look over to my party and in common say the stuff they said about what they know, and I'll fake looking disappointed, and then I'll say, but I'm shooting a knowing look at Seleus, and then I'll go, and there's a little bit of an elven game going on, a little test of skill. It's a cultural thing. Give me a few moments to resolve it with my new friend. I have a feeling that winning is something that'll benefit us in the long run, and I have this divine sense of purpose that suggests that winning at any cost is worth it. I say again, looking at Slayus, who I know understood what the game is.
As Saltus is saying that, you're going to see Noir kind of stand down.
Okay. Noir, do you make yourself known, or do you just stay in the woods?
No, I'll come out if Saltus is saying it's okay. I trust Saltus.
Yeah, we're just going to have a little game, and I will let her set up her targets, though I will tell I'm looking at everyone, and my eyes, the way you can tell my eyes are going, I'm watching to make sure she's not like rigging the posts or cheating, so I'm watching her. So I'm going to insight check her basically to make, when she's doing like, she's like, yeah, we're going to set up posts. I just want to make sure she's not like, magic posts that are anti-arrow posts or some shit, you know?
So she is going to sit on the rock wall, a rock nearby, not a rock wall. And she's going to let her merry men set up targets at 10, 30, 60, 150, and 350 feet. While they're setting it up with your insight of 20, you don't notice any even hint of foul play. They even seem excited for this bet.
Mechanically
Noir's
speaking,
kind of hang back, but relatively close to Saltus.
Mechanically speaking, will these?
You got this, dude.
Yeah, thank you. Do they constitute creatures, or do they constitute objects? These training.
They are objects. They are staggered targets at distance. They just seem like your typical archery targets. They have the traditional bullseye and everything.
For sake of my arcane abilities, if I have an ability that suggests like when you make a shot at a creature, they would not work. I'm asking in regards to things such as curving shot, which says like, oh, I'm
Correct.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm done. Target. Curving shot specifies target, not creature. So ignore me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will let them set it up.
Yep. They set it up. They get it ready. Okay. So she goes, the first shot is yours.
Okay. This is the one at 10 feet.
This is 10 feet away. You do not have disadvantage, nor do you have advantage.
In that case, I will turn on fighting style archery. Oh, I just realized something. I look at her. How particularly attached to the training dummies are you? And I point to my bow. Unfortunately, my arrows can be a tad incendiary. It's not something I could turn off.
Would you like me to provide you a longbow so you don't burn our targets? Or you can give me a gold piece per target you burn. These are designed to be very lightweight, so it doesn't drag us down.
In my head, I have no confidence that she won't give me a rigged bow. I will give her...
Noir will be like, it's 5, right? I got you.
Thanks, dude. And I'll give a thumbs up. Well, hold on to the money until I actually burn them, because just in case. But yeah, okay, then we'll do the gold piece thing. Okay, just wanted. I didn't want to accidentally blow it up and then not tell you that might happen in the first place, in case they were like your mothers or something.
Okay. All right.
In that case, I am going to normal. Yeah, I will normal Wilbo composed for an 18.
Okay, she is going to say, "Whew, that's a good shot. Let me give it my best." Oh.
37.
17,000.
Nope.
/R. Reddit user.
Sorry.
Yeah.
26.
Oh.
While your arrow does hit the target, hers lands straight in the middle of the bullseye, and she wins the first round.
I'm like stroking my chin, like, oh, very good.
Okay. She goes, your turn next. Best of 5, remember. Next one will be at 30 feet.
30 feet.
You have to go in order?
Yes,
we're working up, yeah. And then I just want to make... Yeah, there's no... I'm not trying to... As much as I like winning, there's no use using like actual expensive shit for sake of winning. If I lose 100 gold, it's not the end of the world. Then again, how funny would it be if I used a Wilbo charge to fairy fire the target to give myself advantage?
She did not specify no magic. Just know that means she can open up her magic.
Dude, that's it. That and also like the ethics of the thing, right? It's like unethical to win that way. I probably wouldn't do it. So yeah, I will. Yeah, in that case, I would just shoot for the one at 30 feet. Really wishing I took that dip into rogue so I would get steady aim, but haven't leveled yet. I collected. I'm just waiting for it to go through.
Mm-hmm.
I am
There it
going
is.
to curving shot to
Mhm.
redirect the arrow. That is fucking
That is
hilarious.
amazing.
That is
She is
crazy.
going. She watches, and as the arrow initially misses the target, but swings right by and lands directly in it on one of the outer bullseye rings. But you did hit the target. She's going to take her shot.
Wow, tied.
She made it just. Your shot threw her so off balance. She was like, "Whoa!" And she's like, "Let me see if I can do that." And she kind of does it, but the arrow is off kilter, and she's not. She is closer than you, but it was a close shot.
We're close. We're exactly the same. We both have 13.
Yep. Where she goes, we'll call this one a draw.
Okay, I was gonna say that matters. I'm already down one. Okay, in that case, and then the next one you said was 60, correct?
Mm-hmm. In the event of a tie, we will go for the last target twice.
Fair enough. And then I will then shoot again. Wilbo. 23.
23. She is going to do her follow-up shot. You land smack in that bullseye, and she... Yours is just
By
a
a hair.
hair closer than hers is at 60 feet. Okay.
Okay, so the next
So,
one is at
1
90.
to 1.
Yeah,
The next one is at 150.
which means it is still not in the long range category of the longbow, so
Correct.
we do not
No
have disadvantage.
yet. She goes, let me go first this time. Just because you've had such a good run, I want to show what I got too.
Fair enough.
So she is going to take a deep breath, and she is going to steady her aim and make the shot with advantage.
Yeah.
For a 28.
Thinking. Okay, in that case, and then I assume she backs off after that.
Yep, and she steps away.
Can I give Zeltis the bardic inspiration on this
Oh,
shot, or did you already take
whenever
it?
you would like?
Yeah. Well, I assume when you clicked it, you gave it to me. I just have a choice to use it within 10 minutes, so I've been saving it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I have to do it on that. I mean, 28 is... I need to roll very, very well, and then I need to get a good roll in the bardic inspiration to take the lead. I was going to save it for when I had disadvantage, because I figured she could steady aim to offset the disadvantage, which is how she's winning these, is by winning them on the last one. If she had not done that, for the viewers at home, I was going to banishing shot the target if she let me go first, so that she would miss, because she had no target to hit, which would then put me up 2-1 at tie. But I can't do that now, because she has steady aim. So I'll just shoot. 28. I am going to use the bardic inspiration, which guarantees a minimum of 1, meaning that I beat her. But for the sake of...
Roll it for me.
Yeah, for the sake of bragging, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says, fuck you.
30.
With a 2, yours, while hers was maybe an inch or 2 off from the bullseye, yours smacks dead in the center, and she gives a nice big clap. That was a great shot. And she seems very happy. So that is 2, 1 draw to 1. It is her shot first on this far target. Because it is 300 feet away, she'll be shooting with disadvantage. She is not going to steady aim at this time.
Oh, she isn't? Okay.
14. Because this is 300, you will also be rolling with disadvantage.
Correct. Disadvantage. Wilbo. A 15.
15. Yep.
Well, cool. I'm not going to lie to you. I was going to use my Clockwork Amulet to auto-roll a 10 plus 9, or plus 10 to give 20, but I didn't have to. So...
And she goes, a bet is a bet. Thank you for a great match. And she is going to hand you 7 + 1 arrows.
I will add that to my inventory, and I will say, it has been a very long time since I have had such an expert bout in archery. You are very skilled. I've been around many centuries, and I must say it's reassuring to see the younger generation making such headway.
She kind of gives a light giggle, and she gives a big play bow and says, "Thank you very much, sir. What was your name again?"
I am Saltus.
"Nice to meet you, Saltus. I will keep an eye out for you, and I'll let you know if I hear anything else about any creatures in the woods. You all travel safe." And she and her group are going to collect their targets and begin walking away.
And you as well. I go back to the group. So, guys, they didn't know anything super useful about the caravans. However, I did learn that the caravans are probably being smashed, which means they're probably being attacked something not with claws, but with massive strength and weight, which we should take under consideration. And also, she's like super cool. Do you think we could convince her to join us?